Okay, class, that was our very first listening of the short story Primary Blues. I hope you're all listening intensely for details, main ideas, and of course characters in the story. Any questions so far? Anyone not clear? Yes, Jonathan. Right. In this short story, there were words which were used which may not be familiar to some of you, because this took place in Singapore, and there were colloquials used. That means words or phrases used verbally, but not in formal language. And thank you very much, Jonathan, for bringing this up, because I want to share with you some of the words used in the story, so that I can bring forward the meaning to help you understand the story better, right? Jonathan, what was the first word that you had problem understanding? Right? Okay, right? I see, colloquial. Right, jabat. Now, jabat means you benefit from something. If something happens and someone loses and you win, that means you jabat. That means you benefit, you gain an advantage. Any others? Yes, Ashlyn. Just now you're a bit quiet. Right? What's the other word? Kaki, right? Kaki. Right? Kakis means pals, best friends. They're always together. For example, Ashlyn, you and Gwen and Emily, you're always together. That means Gwen and this Emily are your kakis. Can be boy or girl, it's okay. Who else wants to ask? Jonathan again. Yes, Aiya, Ayo. Right? These two words are actually exclamations. When you say, Aiya, something bad happened. So you are letting out a surprise, annoyance, or something like that. Same for this Ayo. It's just a matter of choice of words, that's all. Any questions? All clear? Right. Can you still remember the elements of the story that we did the last lesson? There were how many elements? Yes, Farah. 6 elements, just 6 elements. Now today what we want to do is continue this thing a bit further. We are going to find a way to remember all these 6 elements. Because sometimes in the exam you are panicky. So straight off your mind you cannot recall all the 6 elements. So there's one shortcut that I'm going to teach you today, and that is using mnemonic. Let me write the word. It sounds a bit funny. Even the spelling is a bit off. Let me just spell the word. I use another color. Right, mnemonic is a shortcut. It uses for instance, I'm going to use the first letter of each of the 6 elements to form a phrase or a sentence that I can remember easily. So in this case, I'm going to teach you this sentence. Let me write on top, okay? Alright. Cindy can find Royal Railway Station. Isn't that easy to remember? Right? So you can see the first letter C, 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 so F, R, R, and S. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write below here. Can you all see? Right? So C, then another C, another F, R, R, and S. I'll use a different color, blue color this time. C, let me just draw the the mind map that we did the previous lesson. I'll leave it blank. But as I go through this, I will put in the elements. So remember the first time we drew a circle, one big circle here, and that's the story. That's the story, right? What else? Let's remember this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. See what does that tell you? Yes, Dylan. Characters, yes. I use this color. Characters. Another C. Adele, yes, Adele. Climax. Climax is the high point, the highest point in the story, after which the story will collapse and the whole thing must end. And then, what else? Yes, Emmanuel. Setting. Okay, setting is S. Yes, Emmanuel again. Resolution. Right, resolution. You notice these two F and R are a bit difficult to remember. Sometimes I have difficulty remembering the names. That's why I use this mnemonic. Now, F, let me fill it for you. F is falling action. That means when the whole story is about to end, after the climax. And then after that, we have this R. R is the beginning, when tensions are rising, when activities are happening and then becoming more exciting. So that is the rising action. So let me plot all this together here. So we have characters, then we have setting, climax of course, here we have the rising action, and we have falling action, and last but not least, resolution. Let's take a look at this. Any questions? Yes, any questions? No questions? Good. So right now what we want to do is another exercise. This time is listening exercise. I'll break you into groups. Now this listening will be the second listening. Second listening, let me write down. First listening on top, second listening. So what are you going to listen for? We're going to listen for main characters, yes, main characters, and other characters, other characters. Let me write down, Ken. Listen for main characters, other characters. What else? Yes, Tia, correct. The main ideas. You notice there are two mains here, main ideas, supporting ideas, supporting details or ideas. Right? Any questions? No? You'll be cooperating with one another. I'll break you into two groups right now. Left side, group A, right side, group B. Yeah? So group A, I will give you different things to do. Now I use another color, I use black. Now group A will look out for this group A. Main characters and other characters. It's more interesting this way. So half of the story you know, the other half you do not know. So you all have to group together to find more things. So the other one, the main ideas and the supporting ideas, group B, yeah? Group B. Okay, okay. Now what happens is, after you have listened, I'll break you all into two parts. I'll pair you all up. But right now, let's listen. Let's listen to the story. Shall we? Okay. Let me play the thing. Right. Thank you very much. We'll come back after the the story is over. Thank you. All of you have listened to the story. Now is the time to do a recall, discuss with your partner, and then after that do an individual presentation. You speak to each other. Right now, can I give you 10 minutes to prepare? 10 minutes, okay? Thank you everyone. Thank you.